The Podcasting Dead is available on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Make sure to subscribe for more podcasts. And while you're at it, drop us a like. If you want to help support the channel and have access to extra content, secret contest, and more, make sure to search for us on Patreon. Patreon.com/The Podcasting Dead.
It's time for mail call. JP, do you want to sing the mail call song?
Mail call, mail call, mail call. That's also the new sneaker song. Shout out to the late, great John Witherspoon. Rest in peace, Granddad.
Yeah. From the Boondock Saints.
Well, the Boondocks.
The Boondocks.
He wasn't in the
Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
Man, what am I thinking? That's Norman Reedus. Made about the cartoon The Boondocks where he voiced the grandpa. That's what you're talking about, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Duh. Oh, man. Happy Thursday to you, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, whenever it is you're listening. It's Halloween, and what we should have done is had people leave us Halloween or horror-themed mail call questions.
Yeah, we
didn't think about that. Nope. Excuse me. But we'll know next Halloween.
Yeah. Next Halloween, we'll get it for sure.
And let's get a big woo because we got over 4,000 subscribers now.
Yeah, dude, that's a major milestone. Also, our Patreon's very healthy. And I was thinking about it, man. I know
Very healthy.
We're going to do a Patreon podcast tomorrow, exclusive content for patrons only. How would you think about drawing a winner tomorrow? What do you think about that?
Drawing a winner?
A winner for the sweepstakes we've been talking about for like 3 months.
I'll tell you what I think about that.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, we still don't have the merch ready. We're actually talking to a dude man today to get a time frame, but we put together a sweet little prize pack with some Walking Dead merch, some personal memorabilia, and we'll draw a winner for that tomorrow and see where we got to send it to.
Knowing our luck, it's going to be one of the listeners outside the U.S. where it's significantly more expensive to ship stuff.
Right.
What I was going to say is what would be cool is we could start, instead of sending them an entire complete box, we could send them like a box first to be funny, right? They get the box. And then every week they get an item from the box and they just slowly, build up the box. But then I was like, man, if it's somebody outside the country, imagine how much we'd pay in shipping for that.
Which, by the way, it's going to be a total random drawing. So whether you live in Kalamazoo or Antarctica or wherever, you got an equal chance to win.
No. Nobody from Antarctica is winning this.
Well, there is
I
the
can't
Antarctic
stand
Treaty.
the Antarcticans. What would you even call them? Antarcticans? Antarctians? Whoever you are, stay away from our podcast.
A lot of
you don't
them
want to know why I hate Antarctica.
A lot of them you would call Nazis because, they do still have their secret bases up there.
I'm just playing Antarcticans. You're cool with me.
Yeah, there's Nazis.
And unlike JP, I don't think you're all Nazis.
Well,
some of you, perhaps.
There are some bastions of the Nazis up there, but we'll never know because the Antarctic Treaty, we can't go to Antarctica, because the ice wall and all that stuff.
All right, but without further ado, let's get into the mail call questions. So, starting out with Jeep says, if you could transform into anything, what would it be? A millionaire.
For me, just a well-functioning adult. I guess.
Just a normal person is what you,
I guess.
I don't know if I could transform into anything. I mean, are we talking like Animorphs here where I could turn into an animal?
Whatever, man. You could turn into a paperclip or a giraffe or whatever you want.
I'm a giraffe. I wouldn't mind turning into like a hawk.
The real question is, are you allowed to transform back?
Or a bald eagle. America. I don't know. If I can't transform back, then I'm not transforming into anything. That's a trap.
Yeah, man. Just like a version of myself with like a full head of hair. That would be nice. Like I told you, man, I've been watching Living with Yourself or whatever the new Paul Rudd show is, and it really makes you think about, if you could right everything you think's wrong with you, would it really be worth it? I mean, do you really want to be that?
Yeah. Do you really want hair?
Yeah, I do want hair. Yeah.
All right, then.
I don't know if I would, I don't know how much I would change, but that I definitely would.
Oh, boy. Thank you for the question, Jeep.
Yeah,
I'm going to stick with Hulk,
Jeep.
but if we can't turn back, then I'm not turning into anything unless it's like a better version of myself.
Yeah, that's what I would go with. Just JP with the full head of hair. All right. Heidi, 4 days ago, what is the creepiest thing you have ever seen on television? I love horror and creepy, and nothing on TV usually makes me even flinch, but this scene from Twin Peaks still creeps me out after all these years. I almost had a heart attack when I saw it for the first time. Those that have watched Twin Peaks might know what I'm talking about. Ronette woke up in the hospital and saw a flashback of Bob killing Laura. and she leaves a link. I never watched that show.
Oh, yeah, that's twisted.
I don't know. What creep you out on TV?
The Grudge, man. Oh, man, this woman getting killed.
Television.
Oh, like a television show?
Yeah, just something like exclusive to TV. Yeah, just for my curiosity.
I would say probably something on Are You Afraid of the Dark? You know what I mean? Like, I remember there was like a vampire moved next door episode or something, and it freaked me the fuck out. I'm trying to think. Is there anything you can come up with?
For me, dude, I remember it was I was watching like a Lifetime made-for-TV movie with my granny Nana, and this like pedo school teacher had like a 13-year-old girl in his car.
Oh, wow.
And he was just like, now squeeze your breasts together and all this stuff. And I'm just like, I guess I'm a teenager, but like it just made my penis cringe, dude. It was so creepy.
Can penises do that? Do penises cringe?
Mine certainly did in that instance, dude.
What happens when a penis cringes?
It's not a good feeling, man. I mean, I'm a known degenerate, but this dude, 13-year-old girl, and it was based on a true story.
Yeah.
And he's just telling her to do all this stuff, and he looked like that weird-looking detective from like NYPD Blue, I think, or maybe that's just the manufactured memory of thinking about it. But yeah, as soon as she said creepy on TV, I thought of that Lifetime movie. There was a lot of creepy Lifetime movies, man. Are they still doing like?
Yeah.
The
Lifetime because men suck.
Yeah.
I think that's probably something Tales from the Crypt that I'm not thinking about. I used to stay up and watch that with my dad. I'm sure there's something on there that terrified me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, that was a good show. Is it true? They're not revamping that. I know they're revamping like all that.
They're revamping Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Are they?
I think they've already. Too? I think it's actually done with the first season. Or
For real?
Yeah.
Huh. I thought I'd heard about that, but I was not sure.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Getting ready to get into Brianne McCann.
Brianne McCann, time to rapid fire this bad boy. Let's see. What would you name your boat if you had one? Would you want it to be a yacht, sailboat, or a pontoon? Man, I'm easy to please. I'd be cool with a pontoon boat, to be honest with you.
I've actually got a boat. It was inherited from my dad, like a 17-foot aluminum bass boat, 50 horsepower Yamaha. I've got it close to 40 miles per hour on open water. And when I really was like old enough to take it out on my own, Pirates of the Caribbean was really big. So we just called it the Black Pearl, and I'd get drunk and be Jack Sparrow all up and down the lake. And yes, I did do a lot of drunken lake driving. So
I would probably want a pontoon. Yachts are awesome, but I don't know, man. I really don't care to take. I'll go on a cruise. It's weird, but I don't really care to take a private yacht out into the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, dude, that could lead to some bad stuff. But yeah, I'm a lake guy, and pontoons are awesome. My pal Jonathan has a.
Yeah, I love pontoons. They're roomy. They're comfortable.
Yeah, you guys rented one? What, like back during the summer?
Yeah,
right?
like July or August. Yeah, we rented a pontoon and went out all day. It was great. Good time. Yep. But yeah, pontoon for me. And if I had to name it, I don't know. I would name it after my daughter. I don't know what I would name it. I don't know if people do that. I've never really named or thought about naming a boat. The SS Rick Grimes. The SS Barn of Pleasures.
Yeah, there you go.
Welcome to the pontoon of pleasures.
I'm telling you, man. Like I was in a creative writing class once.
Pontoon of pleasures. That's it.
Someone wrote a short story, and then it referred to a boat or a car as she like it's just tradition.
All right.
And this feminist in the class got all uptight, like
they usually do.
Oh, that's just a means of objectifying women, relating women as property and all this stuff. And I was just, I'd never thought about it like
she
that.
She might actually be right on that one.
Yeah,
and keep in mind when I said they always do, I'm not degrading feminism. I'm degrading like the feminist way beyond feminism.
Yeah.
You got some feminists that want equality and equal treatment and all the things that decent human beings can agree with and be like, well, absolutely, you deserve that. But then you got the ones that go I've been seeing so many memes on Facebook where it's like feminists in 1920. And it's like, we want to be equal to men. We can do it. Feminists in like the early 2000s. And it's like, we don't need men, blah, 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 blah. And then it went beyond that. But and each step was true, and it's anyways, I'm not getting political by any means. But I don't know. She could be right there. Maybe that's where it comes from. But when I personally, if I've ever done that, it's really only just repeating what I've heard. In my mind, I'm not. I don't know. I don't think it's wrong for, if she would have just stood up and been like, actually, here's something interesting you might not have known. Though you may say she because that's what you've heard. Did you know that actually? Because a lot of times, people, not just feminists, but people that are like very sensitive get very bent out of shape very easily when it's like you realize if you actually had a rational discussion and educated people on things, you might change the way they think.
Yeah.
But if you get all bent out of shape, like you say, it just it turns people off. But yeah, I never thought about that. I truly, like my whole life, I've always called my car, like a she or whatever, and it's never been because I thought women are property. It's just because that's what I've heard, but maybe that's where it does come from.
Yeah,
makes me think about it.
It was a really weird moment, man. And it's weird. A lot of old school feminists now butt heads with like the LGBTQ community because they're all about like they're very inclusive as far as like women, as far as like naturally born women, and they kind of a lot of times exclude like like trans women or whatever. I don't know, there's been some times where they've butt heads, man. Just imagine like gangs in New York. You got old school like flower child feminists on one side, and then like trans women on the other side, and they're just which the trans women still have that man strength. So I would imagine
they'll probably whoop that ass.
I would imagine, the feminists would get
why can't we all just get along?
Yeah, dude. But it was actually a scene in that trans show on Amazon Prime with. I forget the dude.
So, two bent out of shape feminist in JP's old college class, even though I wish that, instead of getting bent out of shape, you would have just had a discussion. You've educated me.
Yeah.
Never thought of
weird
that.
To think about. Anyway, moving on with Brianne. With all the smart technology coming out these days, what products amaze you and what have you bought for yourself to own?
The new iPhones amaze me, so I bought one.
Yeah, that's really the only tech I've bought lately. So, I had the iPhone 5 for like a million years, and I finally upgraded. So
drone, MacBook.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's been a lot that's amazed me.
Yeah, dude.
Technology-wise. I'm not going to say I'm a tech guy. Like, I bought a MacBook, okay? And I plan to have this MacBook for the next 5 to 10 years. Mm-hmm. So I'm not a tech guy in the sense that, like, I will have to get the new MacBooks when they come out or the new iPhones as soon as they come out. But I will I do love technology. I just don't,
Yeah, man, you know me. I upgrade very rarely. I've got my MacBooks from like 2010. I drive a 2002 Daewoo Laganza.
You also had an iPhone 5S up until like 5 months ago.
Yeah, my most of my shirts I've had for like the better part of a decade. So, yeah.
But they held up well.
Yeah, a lot of them do, man. Those PacSun flannels, they I don't know what brand they are,
PacSun.
But yeah, I miss having that store in the mall. All I ever bought out of there were the flannels when they went on sale.
I used to buy jeans. I used to buy like Hershey because I love I don't know why as an adult I'm not really I'll wear something that's not name brand. It don't have to be name brand. My favorite name brands are still pretty much what they were as a teenager. Like I love Hurley and Volcom and Quicksilver and Billabong and stuff like that.
Yes.
All right, let's see, Brianne, who is the messiest person you know? Or would you consider yourself to fit the bill? No, my house is a wreck, but that's because my girlfriend's. And she's raising a kid now, and she does work her ass off with the baby. So now she has an excuse. But before the baby, she's a clutter bug. She's one of those that walks in, just throws stuff everywhere, and leaves it for days on end. I'm one of those, man. I mean, you've seen my apartment.
Yes.
Sometimes it was impromptu, so it's not like I knew you were coming over and had time to straighten it. I am a straight person. I like to keep things straight. I like to keep things clean. My flaw is I might not dust as much as I should, but I do love to keep things organized and put away and all of that. So probably my girl, she would kill me. Probably my girlfriend.
For me, it's probably like me circa 2008. I was, yeah.
What about your girlfriend? She neat? She's sloppy?
I mean, we fall somewhere in the middle, A
lot of times you would think the cliche is that the girl would be straight and the guy would be very messy, but a lot of times it seems to be the opposite. The girl is the slob and the guy is the one that likes to keep the house straight.
It happens, man. It definitely happens.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
All
right, Brianne, getting a little dark with this next one. Would you have jumped in to save Lydia or let her get a beat down because she deserved it?
Man, I'd have done the same damn thing Negan did, man. I'd have jumped in there and whooped some damn ass.
I mean, they were going to straight up murder her, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't just like a beat down. I mean, they were going to kill her.
Oh, yeah. What Negan did was totally justified.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
If anything, if he meant to slam that girl's head into the wall and kill her, that still would have been justified because he murdered someone who was trying to murder someone else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That woman, man. All three of them, like the hell with them. My only regret in what Negan did is that he didn't kill all three of them.
Yeah.
Let's see. What was your vote? Oh, it's mine. What would your vote on the? Damn it, I can't read. Sorry, I got a mic. Hold on, let me move this. You're gonna hear some really loud noise. Hold on. Uh-oh. I got a mic arm going across my screen, which makes it really hard to read. All right, what was your vote on Negan when they were all deciding on his fate in episode 4 before he escaped? Leave him be or kill him? I would have absolutely left him be.
Yeah, I think he was justified,
I'm not saying it's okay to the point where you're ready to let Negan walk free and be a part of your group, but I mean, come on. The guy was defending an innocent person who was being beat up by, and again, we had one person comment on one of our videos, and of course, to each opinion, your own, I mean, I don't, whatever. But one person was trying to justify why Aaron hates Negan. Mm-hmm. I understand all that, but Negan has saved your life. He saved Lydia's life. You don't have to like him. You don't have to.
Judith's life.
Right.
Yeah.
He saved at least 3 lives now. You don't have to forgive him, and you don't have to let him be a free man, and you don't have to like him. But come on, to kill him when he has multiple times now saved the life of someone who was in need. I'm just saying, he might not deserve his freedom, but he certainly doesn't. I don't know. That's my opinion anyways, but that might just be because Jeffrey Dean Morgan's awesome and I like Negan.
I mean, not to mention it's a time of war. I mean, you need all the muscle you can get.
All right.
So, I don't know. Yeah, I'm voting leave him be, Brianne. Okay, she also says, what quote do people spout about but you feel is total bullshit?
My heart is so full.
One lately is just joining anything to that's my secret cap, and then following it with something that I feel like that's getting run into the ground.
Yeah, it definitely can be at times.
Yeah. That's what she said. That one's been ran into the ground for a good while.
That's true.
Yeah, I get tired of that. Now this from someone who loves The Office, but geez Louise, people, come on.
Well, and it's funny when Michael says it, because that's the point, is that Michael doesn't realize that at this point it's already outdated. You know what I mean? Like when The Office was originally filmed, it was already overdone.
Right.
And that's the point, is that Michael doesn't have the social skills.
Yeah.
I hate anything on Facebook is pretty much bullshit. My heart is so full right now. I mean, like, oh my God, who I don't know, what Southern Belle page did you see that shit on? Yeah. Or Be Still My Heart. Like, it's just all the same cliche shit. I mean, why can't you just say, instead of Be Still My Heart, because especially here in the South. Now, some of our out-of-country listeners or northern listeners, I don't know if that's a thing, but here in the South, there are a lot of cliches, as with any area, but one of them is, be still my heart, or my heart is so full. Oh my God. If you're, you'd have to, I guess, live in the South if you're not used to seeing that to understand the irritation. It's as bad as live, laugh, love. You know what I mean? Right. It's like a basic, it really is like a basic white girl thing to say. It's as basic as live, laugh, love somewhere in your house. Like, be still my heart is so full. How about you just say, like, if you have a picture of your kid, oh my God, I can't contain the cuteness, or oh my God, I love my kid so much, or oh, I'm a lucky mama, I love my kid. I don't know. It's just, they all say the same thing, and by saying it all, you all just look like tools. Yeah. I don't know. I sound like an asshole, and I'm sorry, but I guess my heart's never been full. I don't want my heart to be still, because guess what? If my heart's still, that means it quit beating. Yeah, which means I'm probably going to die.
And if your heart's full, it probably means you have like an enlarged heart, which I think leads to like a heart attack.
So don't be still, my heart. In fact, keep moving.
Yeah.
Say, you know what? Pick up the pace, you lazy bastard. Oh, man. Let's see. If you could know the absolute and total truth to one question, what question would you ask?
Oh, man.
Is there life after death?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Or what's the point of it all? Is there a point of it all? If there's no life after death, there might not. I mean, there is a point to it all, but I mean, as far as like a grand scheme or plan, grand design, But yeah, is there life after death?
I had a blackout a few Saturdays ago. I definitely like some answers to what happened that night.
I haven't been told of this.
Well, it's not important, but no, man. I mean, age-old questions. How far back does civilization go? Who put us here and why?
Who killed Epstein? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, who killed Epstein? And apparently, from what I've been reading, man, it's pretty much confirmed. It was a murder.
Yep.
It was a murder, man. I wish we had have been privy to that information yesterday before we podcast it.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, that would have been nice.
But yeah, apparently they yoked him up, or at least to, whatever body was there. Like I said, maybe it was a ringer, and he's chilling with Steve Jobs at the Bahamas or something.
Yeah. I mean, he could definitely be living his best life right now.
Yeah, that's one thing we may never know.
Nope. But yeah.
Yep. All right. Brianne also says, "What did you think about Aaron's new mace?
It's badass.
It or nah? He could have done better. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I still like the bayonet arm.
Oh, I would. Yeah,
Merle's bayonet arm. I thought that was even cooler. But.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely like the. Just basically, I would want to design it whatever it couldn't get stuck in something. If that makes any sense,
Yeah, it would have been cool if Merle had like retraction action, kind of like Wolverine. Could pop it and then retract it back in.
Right.
But he still did what he could do with it. It was pretty.
Do you
good.
think, with the knowledge that Jeffrey Epstein was murdered, now kind of coming out, that the elite pedophiles who've been protected will be exposed as well?
I mean, I think the heat's definitely on them like it has never been before. But it's just like Hydra, man. I mean, you cut off one head and two more are going to pop up in its place.
You think
it's
so?
just like whack-a-mole. Oh yeah. I mean, he is just a small piece of a big machine. But like I said, I think we are going after him in a way right now that's never really been done before. So we'll see who comes out on top.
We will see.
Yeah.
But what was the? Oh yeah, but anything that would, like I said, I like the bayonet, or I'd just be worried it would get stuck in something's head. You know what I mean?
That is.
Yeah, a lot of suction and air. Yeah, it's I mean, I'm sure sticking a knife into someone's head, though I'm not very experienced in that arena, but I would imagine there's chances it could get stuck. And then if the fact that a regular knife you can always let go of, whereas if it's attached to your arm, you're just kind of screwed.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The bayonet was pretty dope.
Yeah.
I just don't know how you would really. I mean, I guess you could just bring it down on somebody. I would want like a hammer. You know what I mean? Just like a blunt hammer that I could just bam.
Yeah, man. I would want to go like Ash route in Evil Dead. Just straight up chainsaw.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Sam Raimi is going to. Well, he's producing. I don't think he directed, but he's producing. The Grudge remake.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I never saw the original.
Speaking of, the Evil Dead. You never saw any of the original Grudges?
I never really I was into like slasher movies when I was younger and like zombie movies.
Oh man,
but
JP, you could see a terrified me that you've never seen before if you watch those with me.
Man, I never really got into like the supernatural kind of horror movies. I don't know. Which I know like Jason is and Freddy Krueger technically supernatural, but like haunting and possessed stuff, I never really got into those.
Well, I never found Freddy to be scary. Like the first movie, maybe, and Wes Craven's New Nightmare freaked me out as a kid, but the rest of them is just like, come here, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, he's just become a cliche at this point. But watching those early movies as a little kid, it definitely freaked me out.
Let's see. Excuse me. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Are you glad to know the kiss between Michonne and the King wasn't what we originally thought it would be, or disappointed? I mean, as a comic reader, I'm not going to lie, I was a bit disappointed.
I was happy with it, man, and I was glad she did kind of, talk about, well, in a different universe, maybe.
Kind of a nod to the comics.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, I was kind of disappointed, but at the same time, I do like some of the departures they've made from the comics. It's led to some cool stories in the last year or two. So, I was a little disappointed, I'm not going to lie, but, it wasn't terrible. I wonder now, does this mean that Michonne will never make an appearance in the Barn of Pleasures?
It may that may be the case, man.
I mean, that's a scary world to live in, one where you're in the Barn of Pleasures and you know that Michonne's never going to make an appearance.
That would have been a powerful scene, man. Like, she finds out that Rick's alive after she's, like, hooked up with Ezekiel,
Like mid-hookup.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know why, but, like, they're in the middle of... they're in the Barn of Pleasures, and King Ezekiel's just showing her the business, and all of a sudden, I don't know, let's say Sadiq runs in, because I don't like Sadiq, so he would be the one to come in and just block the intimacy. He'd be like, Michonne, Rick's alive. Michonne, don't pay attention to Sadiq. Focus on my voice. Feel me, Michonne. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That would be, that's what I thought that would be cool, man. Like she's just very conflicted.
Yeah.
A very conflicted Michonne.
Yeah. Who knows, man? The season ain't over yet. They might still, get naked together.
True that.
All right. Are you both planning on watching the third Walking Dead series, doing reviews on it? Well, of course we are.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if we do the terrible Fear the Walking Dead, we'll definitely give this one a shot.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Can't promise we're going to like it, but we will definitely watch it and we will review it. I wonder, do you know when it debuts? I feel terrible. I'm like the worst Walking Dead fan ever. I can't remember when they said this was supposed to start.
I'm not sure.
We'll get back to that one. Yeah. I'm sure by the time we post this, someone will comment saying, Last one, Justin, are you dressing up your little girl for Halloween? Now, don't I feel special having a question just for me? Yes, I do, because I rarely get them. So thank you so much, Brianne. Yes, we are. We're dressing her up as a scarecrow, only because at her age, number one, it's hard to get her to keep anything on. So doing something super elaborate, like with a mask or paint, is just going to make her miserable. Yeah. With the scarecrow thing, it's just a stocking cap that has like some leaves taped to it and clothes that look like they have straw coming out. It's pretty basic, but it's cute. Yeah. And then next year she can do some cooler stuff. But yep, we are. But they're talking about us getting some like tornado weather and hurricane-ish type stuff tonight. So she might not be going anywhere.
Nah, man, might not nobody be going nowhere. We don't know.
But thank you for all your questions, as always, Brianne. I'm going to tell you what, it was mighty thin pickings this week. If it weren't for Brianne, we wouldn't have but a few questions.
Like a 5-minute podcast, yeah.
Oh, boy.
But, yeah, we got a few more. What old Ziki Numanglu. I butchered that, I'm sure. But, Justin, do you prefer black girls or white girls? He says, I personally love black girls, and I've done two myself.
Good for you.
Yeah, I wish we had an applause.
We do. I just wasn't quick enough to get to it.
Yeah, but no, Zeke, you go on with your bad stuff.
No kidding, man. I don't have a preference, really. I mean, my girlfriend's white. I mean, as most people, like most of my girlfriends have been white. But, I mean, there are plenty of, like where we live, I don't think any of the African-American ladies around here find me attractive. You know what I'm saying? But right. I don't really have a preference. I mean, there are beautiful women on both sides, and I don't discriminate. It's just, my girlfriend is she's white.
Yeah, man. It's you have to agree, though. It is something exciting about an interracial, hookup. I mean, just the smells are a little different. The tastes, I don't know, man.
The smells?
Yeah, man. Like everything about it, dude. Like even like the hue of the breath. I dated a black girl for like 3 months in 2015, man. It was a great experience, especially walking into a lot of the nicer restaurants, and you see old ass conservative white people looking at you.
Right, just like, what is he doing in here?
Just kind of gets those juices flowing even more so,
Well, it's sad that still happens, but it definitely does.
Darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. That's my philosophy.
Oh, well. But no, interesting question, Ziggy. Thank you so much for that. Like I said, it all just depends. Honestly, I know this sounds like a cliche, oh, you're so full of schnit answer, but it really just depends on the girl. You know what I mean? It doesn't. It's not so much what color her skin is.
It's an honest answer. It's the right answer.
Yeah, I mean, it honestly has a lot to do with other things. Like, it's one of those you think. Like, I really am. I'm talking about more about like personality, but like you think right when I say it's not the color of her skin. It's a lot more to a lady than that. How big are her boobs? Does she have a nice butt? What do her teeth look like? I don't care about the color of her skin.
Teeth are important, man. My first interracial hookup, dude, it was a girl from Nepal. I was like 18 or 19 going to college, and it was
that was when you lost your virginity, wasn't it?
No, I didn't lose my virginity to her. I definitely have never had worse hickeys on my neck, and she had like the lightest little patch of like hair between her boobs. It was. Women of that area have really dark hair. It's probably common with the white
It's not so much that she had hair. It's just the way you said that.
It was a really magical experience, man. We hooked up, I think, twice.
Sounds life-changing.
It was, dude. It really opened my eyes up. And like I said, talking about different like smells and textures and tastes, man. It just opened my eyes.
Smells, textures, and taste.
It was.
I'm so confused. What had different textures? The hair between the boobs?
Everything, dude. Just the skin, man, I'm starting to get.
I was going to say, you look like you're getting excited, man. Calm down.
It's a good thing we've only got one question left because I might need.
We got two questions
step in the
left.
bathroom
Actually,
and handle some business. I can't think straight. I don't know how many we have left.
Another one
Might have
from.
to finish this one alone.
Dear God. Another one from Zeke. What is your favorite zombie film? I love the Dawn of the Dead remake. That is a good one.
Man, that of all I've seen, man, that might be the best. I mean, that one's just it's. Can you really say anything bad about that?
Right. There's so many
so
good zombie flicks out there, but that's definitely one of the best.
I mean, there was so much action, but it wasn't too much action. Good character development, good story. I mean, 28 Days Later, that was an awesome one, too. That one definitely freaked me out.
Yeah.
Horde, I think's the name of it. It's like a French zombie movie. That I remember liking that on Netflix.
Never saw that.
But no, Dawn of the Dead, it's hard to beat that one.
The thing with zombies, man, is just that, like, I remember being so scared of them when I was younger. And now, not as much because you're so used to them.
Yeah,
you know?
but just the idea that it could be anyone you know, it's a
Shaun of the Dead is one of my favorite zombie
That's
flicks.
a really good one too, man. Just because it's comedy oriented doesn't mean it's not killer.
That's probably. I mean, if we're going serious, I'm probably with you, Zeke. The Dawn of the Dead remake is fantastic, but if just going more comedy though, I absolutely love Shaun of the Dead. It's one of those movies I have not gotten tired of.
I'm telling you, man, The Dead Don't Die disappointed me more than any movie ever has. I went into that thought thinking it was going to be amazing, but I hated it.
Hey, Zombieland was pretty good, and we're going to see Zombieland 2 soon.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, last one on the YouTube channel at least, and then we'll check other videos and such. JP.
Yeah, this one is my turn. Kim Younger, mail call. If you could know the truth behind every conspiracy, but you would instantly die if you hinted that you knew the truth, would you want to know?
No.
I think I'd still want. I don't think I could not taste that fruit of knowledge, man.
Who's got the switch and determines what's close and what's not? You know what I mean? Like, is there a God up there that's just got the switch? Like, yeah, I'm gonna say something, and then. I'm just going to say, don't tell me.
Yeah, I don't think I'd last long, but I would. I couldn't stop.
You wouldn't. You love discussing conspiracies.
Oh, I know, dude. I'd be dead within like 5 minutes.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
Very, very quickly. Let's check and see. Let's look at our Walking Dead video.
You look at that one. I'll look at the
week.
one from yesterday.
Oh, wait, that's about chupacabras. That's not it. Chupacabra. Daryl. There was an episode of The Walking Dead called Chupacabra. All right, let's see. Any mail call questions on The Walking Dead? We try to make sure we don't miss anybody's because sometimes that happens and we always feel terrible when it does. All right, here we go from Zeke, JP and Justin, Cassidy McClency, who Lydia. Lydia is 19.
Okay.
Oh, the same age as Zeke. And he says, yeah, he would definitely make sweet love to her, but he didn't quite put it that elegantly.
Yeah, I don't feel so bad then. 19, I mean,
still
a little creepy, but legal, so, And isn't that what matters at the end of the day, that it's not a felony? Isn't that what
I see we've got Vonda back. I don't know if you remember Vonda, but she was the one that, I don't know, she used to just comment, and I think she thought we were sexist or something like that. But she commented and said the lesbian scene was hot, but not filmed for the male viewing pleasure assholes.
Oh.
Love you too, Vonda. Well, guess what? It was on my TV. I don't care whether it was filmed for us or not. It was on the show that I was watching, and kind of can't help how your body reacts to things.
Yeah, I definitely got aroused.
That incel asshole will never get Rosita. I think I'm the one that said I wanted Rosita, right? What is an incel? Isn't that like men that don't get laid?
I don't know, man.
Because, I don't get laid. No, I sometimes I do. It just depends on the day.
I wanna go
every Thursday and Saturday. No, I'm just playing. But, I don't know. So, okay, Vonda, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for listening and watching.
You're right. Incel is an involuntary celibate.
No, I mean, I had just had a daughter, so I don't think I'm quite. I don't think I'm that celibate.
But no, I'm glad I know that terminology now.
Yeah, now you can throw it at someone.
Yeah.
You're an incel.
I was an incel for pretty much all of high school, so I can certainly relate.
Another one from Zeke, Justin and JP. Do you think the Whisperer arc will be wrapped up better than the graphic novels version? More specifically, how issue 173 ended. Yes, I do think that it'll get some. I think that the shows had time to see what people did and didn't like about the Whisperer War and the ending and all of that. So they'll hopefully, if they're smart, they'll write it to be a little bit better.
Yeah, man. You know, thinking back on the lesbian scene not being strictly for male satisfaction, they absolutely put stuff like that in there for rating grabs, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's that. They know dudes dig watching chicks make out and rub on each other. And so, I mean, I'm not saying that they're not trying to, you know, put more homosexual activity on television.
Well, I mean, they're doing it right. They're doing it because, you know, giving the
nonetheless,
the homosexual, you know, audience, you know, characters that they can relate to, and that's great. But that doesn't. I mean, what about? Okay, I thought that everybody was see people like that, like this lady. They really they really make it confusing because. I mean, okay, so what about bisexual people? What about, you know, people that are pansexual? You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with being attracted to something? It's just, I think that, if I remember correctly, she was kind of one of those feminists that we were talking about. And we usually don't talk about listeners like that. But, I mean, if I remember correctly, she was one of those feminists, kind of like you were talking about in your class, because she's been commenting hateful stuff on our videos for a very long time, which normally we don't call out people for saying hateful stuff on our videos. But I mean, because and even this lady, like, I'm not really going to lose any sleep over it, but it is funny because I'd forgotten all about her.
Right.
Until she's back. I'm glad to know she sits back on the sidelines because she never comments or you know, has any interaction with any video of ours that isn't The Walking Dead. But it's nice to know we've always got her in our corner.
Yeah, man.
Whether she loves us or hates us, when we start posting, Vonda's coming out and she's going to throw something in the comment section.
All I'm saying, though, is there's definitely like an AMC executive who's like, man, you know, we need the ratings are slacking. Let's throw some lesbian love in there. You know, that's all I'm saying. They definitely do that to entice, you know, viewership.
It's like people think that they're being very progressive in the writing room. They're like, all right, you know what? We need to. It's time, you know, for our two lesbian characters to celebrate their love, unashamed, the same way that a straight couple does. And you think, man, good for that writing staff, right? But in real life, what we don't know is in the back, one of the execs is like, dude, you know what would be totally hot next episode? A lesbian sex scene. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, oh, that's not very progressive.
Yeah, and God bless them. I want to see more of that.
But no, I agree that it definitely was, you know, it was definitely a beautiful moment between two women. But Vonda, it was on public television, so it is to entice whoever the hell it entices. Right. Moving forward.
All right.
Is there anything else?
Our video from yesterday talking about Edward Snowden and the police state and all that. It's not a mail call, but I would like to read it. I think it's something that I was aware of, but kind of slipped my mind as we were talking yesterday. They talked about, you know, we were mentioning how everyone's under constant surveillance with your email, like Patriot Act stuff. They can look up anything you've ever texted or Googled whenever they want, all this kind of stuff, CIA, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
And Maria Elena Favada, I butchered that too. But anyway, she said it's the DARPA program. Part of DARPA is LifeLog, which was a CIA project where they were trying to record everything happening in everyone's lives, their political view, people's health conditions, family relations, everything. CIA closed LifeLog on February 4th, 2004. Then they opened up Facebook on February 4th, 2004. Now we all have been volunteering everything. And that makes a lot of sense to me. I'd forgot all about DARPA, but yeah, that was... Yeah.
I did too. Very interesting information. We've got some really well-versed listeners.
Yeah, we do, man. We do. They're, they're sharp. So, but yeah, that was all I saw on that one. I thought was worth putting out there. Thank you for the info and for engaging in the conversation.
Excuse me for all the coughing this morning. I've been drinking water, trying to hydrate, and and it's going down the wrong pipe.
Yeah.
Oh man, is that our last mail call? Nothing to the Facebook, nothing to the web, to the Gmail.
Let me look on. I want to say we did get a message over the Facebook Messenger.
And apologies, a lot of times we have these all together, but I mean, like I said, with the full-time radio gigs, it does sometimes make it hard to.
Okay, yeah, we got one from Tuesday. Oh man. Well, no, that's July 23rd. Hold on. No, Tuesday at 9:43. Okay, now he sent us some pics, and I'm going to turn it and show it to you.
Oh, God. Wait.
Yeah, oh, dude, beautiful penis.
Man.
Yeah, beautiful penis. No, it's someone, Zika, who talked to us earlier, messaged and said, could that be Brandon with Alpha and Beta in the second pick, similar jacket? All right, I'm gonna hand you my phone, and you can. Yeah,
apparently we were super wrong. It was not one of the kids that was beating up. Was not beating up Lydia. It's the guy that was guarding him. Could that be Brandon with Alpha? Let me see. I don't see anybody but Beta and Alpha in the second. Oh, got you. He drew an arrow to it. Yeah, probably. I definitely think that that's where this is going, is they're going to meet the Whisperers and tell them that they want to join up with them. Man, Beta's so tall.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wrong answer. Very, very well thought out there, ZT. That's awesome.
Yep. But yeah, I think that officially wraps it up.
Yep, I think so. I'm just trying to make sure. Sorry if I sound distracted. I'm just trying to make sure we've got everybody's.
Make sure there's no.
Zeke. Sorry, I said ZT. Zeke, you rock. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up. You got another one? Uh-oh.
Yeah, we got one from Alex Jimenez from yesterday, messaged us on Patreon.
Hey.
Justin and JP, I'm very thankful for all the work you put into this podcast. Money has been rough for my family these last few months. Maybe this isn't something for public consumption, but just saying that just a big thank you shout out. They've been really busy, but still, still supporting us, still sending us lots of love. And just thanking us for all we do. And Alex, you're definitely going to get some merch as soon as it comes out, and we'll, you'll be in the drawing for the prize pack that we're going to draw tomorrow. So.
You are definitely, and I don't want to get into Alex's business because that's his business.
Yeah.
But
I hadn't really already read that, but no, just.
But with that first part, if ever in one of our Patreon 8 patrons, please don't ever, if money's tight, don't ever feel like you have to give it to us, you know what I mean? Because I understand how that goes. Really, just Patreon is great, and we hope to continue to build that up. But at the end of the day, I want it to be something you're okay and comfortable with doing. So don't ever feel like, you should take a step.
Go hungry or nothing.
Yeah, you don't take a step down in our book if you're not on the Patreon.
Yeah, we love you, Alex. Have since day one, and yeah.
Alex has been one of our A1s since day one.
Yeah, man. I should have. I don't know how I didn't see that.
And how nice of him to act like we're putting hard work into this, because the last couple of weeks we have been so slack.
Right.
But thank you so much, Alex. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I think that's going to wrap it up for today's, unless you've got any more. And if you do, please pre-read them before you say them on the podcast.
Yeah. And like I said, all he was saying is he appreciates it, and yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, we appreciate you, Alex. You've been so kind just from the beginning.
Yeah.
My back itches right now, and I can't freaking reach it.
No, that's not good.
Like if there's a grand design, or there God's up there, he had to have he had to design our arms in a specific way so that there's that one spot on your back you just can't get to. He was like, ha 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 ha, I'm gonna get the ultimate enjoyment out of making them itch in this spot. And then they can't reach it.
He's a sadist, man. He's a sadist.
I almost launched into Ezekiel there. I don't think God has a barn of pleasures.
I don't know, man.
Ezekiel, however.
Yeah, he does.
Goodbye from the barn of pleasures. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up, man. I'm sorry. I'm a little out. I stayed up too late watching the World Series.
Who won it?
The Nationals.
The Nationals?
Yes, that's who I was pulling for. But unlike, that's the one thing I hate about the World Series, or really any big sporting event, because fair weather fans come out the woodwork.
Yeah.
I didn't really care for either team as far as like if the Nationals would have lost, I wouldn't have lost a wink of sleep over it. I just was pulling for them because they're so much closer to us.
Right, that's a team from D.C., right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
That's great. They're close to us. Weed's legal in D.C. Gotta love that. I lived around that area for a little while, so I'm fond of the area. Except for the traffic. The traffic sucks, but...
I worked at the Pentagon up there for a long time. They live in Dale City, which is right outside of D.C., so I've spent a lot of time in D.C. growing up. So I was glad, but the game went on late, and then I stayed up too late. So, yeah, I am out of it today, so I apologize if there's any lacking in this podcast.
No, we'll be all right.
And, So, I think that's going to be it. That's Mail Call. Be looking patrons for a Patreon exclusive podcast. If you wonder, hey, what do they talk about on them there? Patreon exclusive podcast. Well, think Random Rambling Wednesday, more or less, style podcast. And remember, to be a patron, you can donate as little as, $1 a month?
Yeah, $1 get you all the exclusive content, get you into the giveaways.
$1 will make JP holler.
It will, yeah. I mean, I still got those dick pics for 99 cents, so be aware of that as well.
And ask those questions. Thank goodness for the people that did, because I'm going to tell you, if it got much less in questions than we had now, we would definitely just kind of cut this off and do like a once-a-month mail call, kind of a way to wrap the month up.
Right. We reformatted in some form or fashion.
Yeah, and just do like an end-of-the-month mail call. But I know that some people do enjoy these. So if you got questions, ask them. Don't be shy. You have a lot of people comment and go, I listen to every one of the mail calls, but I don't ask questions. Ask them. It don't take but a second to go to the comments, and it can be something as simple as, hey, guys, what's your favorite color?
Yeah, I think a lot of times it's people just don't actually have a YouTube account. They just, you can't comment or like if you don't have an actual account.
That's true.
I've talked to a lot of people who are like, oh, yeah, well, I'd subscribe, but I just get on Facebook.
Well, damn it, take your lazy ass, create a little account and subscribe.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But for real, it don't take long to create an account. Just create one and subscribe. Which I would think you have to create. I mean, well, I don't know. Do we have? Maybe no. I know on SoundCloud and iTunes we have parental advisory on there, but I don't know on YouTube if it's got language. Don't you have to have an account? Maybe if it's violence.
I don't think we have any warnings. I don't think we've been flagged for anything.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
It hasn't happened yet,
Give
but
it
I'm
time.
sure one day.
Yeah.
But yep, that's gonna wrap it up. I am gonna go take a nap. I mean, a lunch break. I'm gonna take a lunch break.
Right.
You can hear. Oh, man, I'm tired. But, we will catch you tomorrow, patrons, for a Patreon exclusive podcast. For our non-patrons, we will catch you on Monday as we talk about the 5th episode of the 10th season of The Walking Dead.
That's right.
I'm Justin.
I'm JP.
And we're the Podcasting Dead.
Yep.